Thank you, Governor Chang. I'm now pleased to introduce our convocation speaker. Mr. Howard Russell is co-founder and an innovative visionary of Arbro Solutions. Howard's mantra, "Complexity must create simplicity," has set a high standard for how Arbro does business and shapes Arbro's strategic vision and future offerings for the marketplace. A winner of International Legal Technology Association's prestigious Consultant of the Year Award, Howard has become a respected voice for innovation and technology progression within the document management and workflow segments. Howard spent the last 18 years working intensely with a broad range of clients, from niche players to some of the world's largest brands, law firms, financial institutions, and financial services firms. He readily shares his knowledge and experience as a member of the solutions community through panel dialogues, speaking engagements, post-secondary education advisory councils, and strategic client consulting. Howard also contributes to continued academic research and youth entrepreneurship through his work with the University of Ontario Institute of Technology and Centennial College. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Howard Russell.
Wow. Members of the Board of Governors, our illustrious incoming President, Dr. Craig Stevenson, members of the Dias Party, and students, family, and guests. How about those Raptors? So close. Don't worry, just a couple more days, it'll be all good. Over 10 years ago, our business took a summer student who was in year 2 of his 3-year program. At the end of his co-op placement, we offered this student a job. Placed that offer in front of him, and he reviewed the offer, and you'll forgive me if I reveal my bias in saying this, he made the absolute best decision of his life. He decided to accept. Now, in truth, you'd have to ask him if that was the best decision of his life. I'm sure he'd say yes, I think he would. After all, it's in the Durham region. That's where he lives. It's close to home. He gets to work with me. But then again, maybe that's not such a good thing. He does work a lot, though, with other really, really smart people. And here's the thing. Here's the point. He made a choice. He didn't just make a choice to join our company. He made a choice to make a difference. He wanted to do something more than just be there, but he demonstrated an ability to turn a vision into a reality. Within just a short time of joining us, he became the core architect of a solution that essentially transformed our business, changed us, and helped to fuel our growth for the next several years. And he wasn't satisfied just to build an application. No, he didn't just do that. He wanted to build something that others could take their imagination and grow and expand on. So he built a platform, and this platform has evolved. It doesn't look the same today as it did 10 years ago when it was first built, but it looks pretty great, and it's continuing to evolve, and it's continuing to change. That application won't always be around. That solution won't always be around. Something else is going to replace it. But that's okay. It's still a significant part of our business today. Why do I share this? Each one of you have made a choice. You chose to invest in yourself and in your future by taking advantage of world-class education right here at Centennial. There's a myriad of opportunities that are out there, a wide variety of organizations, just like mine and many, many others, who are searching for information technology professionals, and you have a choice. There are ideas and solutions that are just waiting to be birthed. There are companies that don't actually yet exist. They're waiting for you to create them and to start them. You're embarking on a career path that holds the promise of transformation. Transformation of organizations in the way that they do business. Transformation of human interactions by enabling greater connectivity using technology. You have a greater access to knowledge through mediums that generations before you never even thought possible. You can transform this world through your choices, or you can sit back and watch. Some of you may have noticed that I have a particularly good tan. Or you might be saying to yourself, that's a nice-looking Afro-American gentleman up there on stage. That's not actually true. I'm an Afro-Caribbean gentleman, now that we've got that straightened out. My parents made a choice years ago to travel from Jamaica to Canada, the Caribbean, to Canada, with 7 children. They had another one after they got here. I'm not sure what was going on in their minds. But I do love my sister. She's a great person. I really do love her. And it turned out to be a pretty good choice after all. But it was a choice. I watched them day after day, month after month, and year after year as they sacrificed so that we could benefit from their choices. At times when a difficult task were placed in front of any of us as kids, there was that moment of self-doubt, and when that crept in, and Dad said, do this, or Mom said, get this task done, and we said, I'm not sure, but I'll try. Dad had this way of looking at us, and with his voice, his Jamaican accent, he'd say, don't try, do. I continue to live by that advice. You see, I, like each of you, am a college graduate. 16 years ago, my brother and I, John, who is also a college graduate, started a technology solutions company, just a little company. It was only 2 of us in his basement. That company has now grown into an international business serving law firms, banks, schools, governments, organizations, all kinds of organizations. But we didn't get here by ourselves. We didn't get where we are by ourselves. It happened with the help of people like you, people with a host of different backgrounds, cultures, all focused on a common vision, all committed to getting amazing things done. As I look out at all of you, I'm struck by the diversity. I'm struck by the different backgrounds, the different cultures that I might believe are out there. I'm struck by all of it. And I think to myself, it's so rich and it's so inviting. But here's the thing. I truly believe that while this diversity has a lot to offer, your character and your choices will speak with a louder voice. Choose who you will be. Believe that the impossible is just not yet possible, and then go and make it possible. Many of you are from this local region. Others are from out of town, out of province, out of country, and as my assistant would say to me, from a whole nother continent. And that's a great thing. That's a powerful thing. You each have an opportunity to make choices. And your choices will transform lives all around you. It'll improve those lives. You see, transformation is always happening. But now the difference is that you are positioned to guide that transformation. Decisions are made every day. Make sure that some of those decisions are yours. Build a better world and make sure that it's full of compassion. Reach for the stars, but pull somebody up with you. Embrace failure. Learn from it. Overcome it. It's your choice. And guess what? We trust you. So, don't try. Do.